Notary Public Practice Test 2026 Notary Public Certification, Full Course Who Can Become Notary? Question 1. What is the standard minimum age requirement to apply for a notary public commission in most U.S. states? 16-18. 21-25. The most common minimum age requirement across the United States for becoming a notary public is 18 years old. Question 2. Which of the following is typically a requirement for becoming a notary public? A law degree, U.S. citizenship or legal residency, a minimum of 5 years legal experience, being a licensed real estate agent. Most states require applicants to be either U.S. citizens or legal residents of the state in which they are applying. Question 3. In New York, which of the following individuals are exempt from taking the notary public written examination? Physicians, police officers, attorneys admitted to the New York State Bar, certified public accountants. NI's attorneys and certain court clerks are exempt from the notary public examination requirement in New York. Question 4. A person with a felony conviction is usually eligible to become a notary immediately, disqualified unless they have received a certificate of relief from disabilities, only eligible for electronic notarization, not required to disclose the conviction. Most states disqualify individuals with felony convictions unless specific legal relief or a pardon has been granted. Question 5. What is the typical duration of a notary public commission in states like New York? 2 years, 4 years, 10 years, life. In New York and many other states, the term of a notary public commission is 4 years. Question 6. Which entity usually commissions and regulates notaries public at the state level? The Governor's Office, the Secretary of State, the Department of Justice, the State Supreme Court. In most states, the Secretary of State is the official responsible for commissioning and regulating notaries. Question 7. In California, applicants must complete a mandatory training course of how many hours for their initial commission? 1 hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. New applicants in California are required to complete a 6-hour approved notary education course. Question 8. What is a surety bond in the context of becoming a notary? A form of health insurance, a financial guarantee that the notary will perform duties ethically, a payment to the state for the commission, a legal document signed by a judge. A surety bond protects the public, not the notary, from financial loss caused by a notary's misconduct. Question 9. Does a notary public have the authority to give legal advice? Yes, if they are experienced. Only if they are also a notary public. No, unless they are a licensed attorney. Only in real estate matters. Giving legal advice without a law license is the unauthorized practice of law, which is illegal for non-attorney notaries. Question 10. To become a notary in Kenya, what is a specific professional requirement mentioned in the Notaries Public Act? Be a licensed teacher. Be an advocate of the High Court. Be a government official. Be a bank manager. In Kenya, becoming a notary public requires being an advocate of the High Court with a certain number of years of experience. Question 11. What is the minimum residency requirement for a notary applicant in Florida? 6 months, 1 year. Must be a legal resident of Florida. No residency required. Florida law requires notary applicants to be legal residents of the state. Question 12. Which of these is a common ground for rejecting a notary application? Being over 70 years old. Lack of a college degree. Material misrepresentation on the application. Changing jobs frequently. Lying or omitting material facts on an application is a major reason for denial of a commission. Question 13. Are notaries required to pass a background check in states like California? No. Yes, including fingerprinting, live scan. Only if they work in a bank. Only if they are under 25. California and several other states require a thorough background check and fingerprinting for all notary applicants. Question 14. What happens if a notary moves their residence to another state? They keep their commission. They must notify the Secretary of State and may lose the commission. The commission automatically transfers. They must stop notarizing immediately and do nothing else. Most states require notaries to remain residents or have a place of business in the commissioning state. Moving out usually terminates the commission. Question 15. In Texas, how long is the notary commission term? 2 years. 4 years. 5 years. 6 years. The term of office for a Texas notary public is 4 years. Question 16. Which of the following is not a requirement for a notary applicant in Ohio? 18 years of age. Legal resident of Ohio. Pass an exam. Be a registered voter. While age, residency, and passing an exam are standard, being a registered voter is typically not a requirement for a notary commission. Question 17. Who administers the oath of office to a new notary public? The President. A county clerk or other authorized official. The applicant's employer. Another notary. A new notary must take an oath of office, usually administered by a county clerk or another authorized official. Question 18. In many states, if you are a notary in one state and move your business to a neighboring state, can you still notarize? Only if there is a reciprocity agreement. Yes, always. No, never. Only for family members. Some states have reciprocity, but generally, you must be commissioned in the state where the notarial act occurs. Question 19. What is the fee for the initial notary public application in New York? $15, $20, $60, $100. The initial application fee for a notary public commission in New York is $60. Question 20. Which of these is a reason for a notary's commission to be revoked? Getting a speeding ticket. Failure to keep a proper journal, where required. Changing their hair color. Retiring from their primary job. Failure to follow state-mandated procedures, such as maintaining a journal, is a ground for revocation of the commission.